It is now 6:16.
See what
time once again for a check of the weather on this crazy day here in Northeast Ohio. Betsy Kling making her way over right now.
Yeah.
She has been busy.
I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
You all right?
I had to switch into my heels for the 5 o'clock show because I had to do, weather over there in front of the big TV. I've had slippers on the rest of the day, and I think those slippers are going to make a magical reappearance as soon as this is over. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is the storm system that we've been dealing with, friends. 2,500 miles of storm system. And in that 2,500 miles, we have 11,000 square miles of Northeast Ohio that we've really been focused on. We kept telling you yesterday, beware the second surge, and that's what we're in right now. This is really when the snow begins to stack up, and this is the second surge. You can see it moving right into eastern portions of Kentucky, almost into West Virginia now. Once this gets past us, once this gets east of 77, we should start to see conditions improving from west to east, and I think that's going to take till about the midnight hour. So we still have a long way to go. The snow is still coming down. We still have blowing and drifting snow. Lena hit it on the head. The finer snow that's blowing and drifting, that's going to be the big problem for areas northwest as we head through the night. That blowing and drifting snow is still going to be with you tomorrow morning. We have a level 3 snow emergency, Erie, Huron, and Richland counties, which basically means the sheriff has said the roads are closed. Now, I had to do a little bit of a program reset, and my computer has not yet locked back in on the precip type, so I'm very sad right now. But here is what I do want to show you. This is all snow. All the green is snow at this point, except for this area right down here. And this is where we have that sleet mix that is still going on. That's why it shows up a lot brighter. So we have some liquid in there that is mixed up, and that starts to reflect back a lot brighter to the Weather Service's radar. So if we put the visibilities on this, remember this is all snow, we now have visibilities that have improved just a little bit in some locations, but the visibility is deteriorating quickly down toward the Akron-Canton Airport. That's where Austin is, and he was saying these are the worst conditions they've had all day. You folks down Akron way into Canton, Worcester, Millersburg, Dover, New Philadelphia, Carrollton, Leesville, you all have had that sleet mix through the day. Well, that has been changing, and now we are starting to get more and more of the snow as the cold air is coming in. This is all that's left of the sleet mix. Earlier it was like prolific all across our southern viewing areas. So we are very concerned about that heavy snow uptick for you folks that already have the ice on the ground. And look at, there it is, see? Magical things can happen when you're patient. There is the slowdowns that Danielle was talking about on the roads. This isn't going anywhere. This is going to be like this tonight. So we continue to have the second wave that we are working through right now, and that will basically stay with us. The whole time we've been talking about this storm, we have said, please don't focus on the numbers, focus on the impacts. The numbers always change as the storm evolves and moves. But the impacts, we knew it was going to be high impact, and that continues for us. So travel and in the air and on the roads, obviously a big impact. For the number 11 people, this is 8 to 11 inches of snow for most of us. We will have areas up to 13, and we could even get some at 14. But farther south, this is the big concern, where that slush is on the ground already, that ice is on the ground. Now you're going to put more snow on top of it. Now let's throw in some really, really cold air to go along with it and freeze everything up. That's where Jason takes over the story.
Absolutely. Betsy, you hit the nail on the head. Everything is going to be encased over the next 24 to 36 hours and likely beyond, as that forecast is going to be changing. That is the good news. Nothing that we have outside right now is going to stick too long, as certainly as the atmosphere is concerned, because things are changing. We have a deep trough all the way down to the state of Texas right now. Gulf moisture trending. This is a clash of two air masses, and they are arguing right now, and they're going to continue to argue over the next 12 hours or so once we get the system to move on out of here. So take a look at what's going to be happening here. This system is going to be on the move. That ripple effect is going to be happening as we get warming, quote unquote, warming conditions to move on through. Your National Designer hour by hour forecast takes us through about midnight, where we start to see the bulk of the heavier snow to exit the region. By sunrise tomorrow, most of us will be feeling like sub-zero temperatures to single digits. Surface temperatures will be hanging out in the teens. It's not until tomorrow afternoon heading into the evening that things start to clear on out of here. The good news over the next 5 days is, look at this, we start to trend warmer. We can see that by Sunday and Monday and Tuesday of next week, and I think that quiet weather will be sticking around, at least in your Union Home Mortgage 7-day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, temperatures trend back near the freezing mark in the daytime, but Saturday morning, Sunday morning, Monday morning, even Tuesday morning, frigid weather. Much more coming up on What Matters Most after this.